There is a grave disconnect between the values of an ordinary person and the act of killing another human being. In order to do a thing like that, you have to split yourself in two or disassociate yourself from the act of killing. The backlash of killing another human being or multiple beings can be handled one of two ways. You can stuff those negative feelings down and ignore them, completely denying they exist, or you can have overwhelming feelings of regret, guilt, sometimes hopelessness to the point of depression. What would you do to support our men and women with post-traumatic stress disorder?
Well, we've had this situation since the end of World War II. Our service people then saw such horror when they were on active duty and they came back home, and we've sort of forgotten about the stresses they went through. We're seeing it now that about one person a day is committing suicide in our military because they can't handle the killing and the destruction that they see that they're doing. And when we're going in and we're killing women and children in active battle, in close combat in cities and all, that's even more stressful. We're not out in the battlefield, behind the lines, shooting at tanks and all. We're blowing up buildings, and we're just not made that way. Most of us have some religious feelings and the sanctity of the human life. And to see children in the hospital that have been burned and their arms blown off or something, we just can't take that.
Okay, Santa, would you please address post-traumatic stress disorder?
I agree with what Don said. I think it's even recognized by the Veterans Administration now. It's becoming a huge segment of its budget treating people with PTSD, and I don't think it's going to get any better. I'm not quite sure why we as a country tend to put our younger people mostly in harm's way. And to see the people coming back, injured, maimed, the ones in body bags as well, but PTSD is something they live with for the rest of their life. And I think it's a sad situation. I'm not sure anybody ever wins a war. And I think the toll that's been taken on our young people has to end. I'd like to see a time where there are no veterans, period.